Hey, listen, I just want to call out one person.
And I hate myself a lot.
But you're getting punched in the dick.
There needs to be more Street Shark references.
I say who?
That's funny as hell.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Underqualified and Overcompensated podcast. I am your host with the least most. I'm just fucking here today. I'm by myself. Wife is off with friends in Florida, and I have the kids
traveling the world.
So, yeah, I'm by myself, and I'm living life. So trying to keep my sanity.
Hunting Florida man.
Yeah, she's just hunting Florida man. Why does it look like I have like a bruise or something on my eye? What the hell? What is that?
Jiu-Jitsu got you all messed up. You look like battle damage Cody today.
Apparently, I didn't notice. Well, so this is from a cold sore.
Okay.
But I didn't notice this shit on my eye. What the fuck is that? I just now realized I have like a bruise on my eyelid. What the fuck is that? To my right, your left is well, just look at this beautiful fucking man. Yeah, just
is what it is.
Yeah, just look at this man. Yeah, it's fucking beautiful. Which before we talk about the other topics that we had discussing, I do have. What do you have? I had a thought the other day.
Okay.
And no, that is not a segue. So I had a thought the other day. Me and my wife, we really, really like the Netflix show, The Circle. Have you seen that?
I like pay for Netflix and barely use it these days.
So you should watch The Circle. I think you'd like it.
Okay.
So basically the concept of it's a reality TV show. They get like 6 people at the very beginning into the apartments, and they have to use social media, their social media, which is The Circle, to talk to each other. They can have no contact with the outside world, no contact with anyone else outside of the production crew, and they're stuck in their apartment that the production company has built for them. And they have to build alliances and vote people off every episode over a span of like 3 weeks.
Right.
And then, a person gets voted off, and then they find out if they're catfish or not, because you can catfish in this. So you could go on and pretend to be a 21-year-old sorority girl.
Which is what I identify as anyway.
Yeah, that's fine. And I was having this thought the other day. I would love to apply for this, but I was like, even better, because sometimes they've had like duos do it. And currently in one of the episodes, they took 2 of the people who have been voted off and they put them together.
Okay.
And they were both catfishing, and they put them together to then catfish again and continue on the show. And I was having a thought, and I was like, I would love to do the show with Rico. If you and I don't know who we would catfish either. Like, would we
just catfish
as just like a really beautiful dude, or catfish as like some hot chick?
We'll pretend to be Firth's wife, and that way, that's the only.
Tundi?
Yeah, that's the only way he'll fall for it.
No, just some random person. Like some of the people that they catfish as, they've just like. It's probably like you. I read something like when you apply for the show, you can click a button that says, "I consent for my pictures being used in the show," even though I'm not picked to be on the show. So they have all of these fucking people and these profiles, and they can just give them out to people. So like the 2 people that combine together, they're playing this old dude, this like 62-year-old guy, mustache. He's Santa on the weekends, got all of his pictures and shit. Like, I think we could catfish pretty fucking well, but I don't know. Would you want to catfish as a girl or a dude?
I don't know. The whole thought of catfishing somebody is just like,
for me, it's super unhonest, and I don't like the concept of it. But if it was for $100,000, get fucked. Like, I'm okay with it. I will settle this with whatever powers that be later in my life.
What we do is that we just get the picture of one of the Twitch hot tub thoughts which I'm not hating on. Do you make that money? If there are people willing to give you subscribes and likes and money to change bikinis every so often,
Off camera, mind you.
off camera,
Off camera, not even on camera.
get that money.
Yeah, I mean, so that would probably make us a good amount of. I mean, yeah. So segueing into hot tub thoughts. I have never really minded at all when people say, it's immoral for these girls to be selling their bodies, and I'm like, okay, for one, the hot tub thoughts, they're like barely, they're doing way less shit than like OnlyFans, and then also OnlyFans girls and guys, you do you, boo boo. If there's some weird dude that's want to pay for a picture of your feet or even your butthole, take that picture of your butthole. Get the lighting right, dude. Fucking put some makeup on it. Like, do that the best you can, and get that money. If there's dumb virgins out there that will pay copious amounts of money to someone they'll never meet in life for some pictures that they can easily just Google. I mean, yeah, sure. You do you. I actually made an OnlyFans. I told Rico this. I made an OnlyFans earlier this week, just to sell pictures of my feet. I'm not on my butthole, but just to see. Like, I was just gone curious. With the butthole. Yeah, right. I should have gone with the butthole. I was just gonna do pictures of my feet and like see what kind of freaky people are there, and just me being me. If you know me, I couldn't do it. The shame took over about 2 days in, and I'm not built that way. I can't do it.
So how many pictures of your feet did you actually take?
Like 3.
Were they staged? So is it just like, did you put your feet like by a cowboy hat or something like that? Maybe this is a sweaty picture.
No, I
this
didn't
is
quite
a
get
freshly
into that
manicured
yet. Like,
picture.
they were like me on like if so I was already prepared for that. If I started getting followers and subscribers, then I'd be like, this is my life now.
I'm an OnlyFans foot model. You are correct, sir.
You don't have to bleach your feet? Why am I bleaching feet?
Bleach buttholes.
Oh! That's right. And I got some like hobo baggins, like fucking feet.
I thought you were going to say you got a hobo baggins butthole.
I also do have a hobo baggins butthole. Oh, manscape. Fuck am I manscaping for? That shit.
For every 10 subscribes, Rhodes will manscape his butthole.
I've done that once, and I don't even know if I told that story on the podcast. I probably did.
I don't think you have.
No, I have waxed my asshole.
Oh my god!
Once in life.
No.
I was in college, as you do.
You're trying to get into a fraternity. Got it.
Actually, no. So I was just chilling with my buddies, my gym buddies, in their room, and there's a couple girls there, and we're just bullshitting. We're all friends, and the idea of like waxing, like the burden of girls having to wax and stuff like that came up, and the dudes, of course, we're all macho fucking. We're like, that's not that hard, and they're like, oh, really? And the bet came up that they would wax our buttholes. So we had these three or four very pretty college girls that we laid down. They got the wax, they got the pads, and 4 dudes laid down on the ground, and they spread our cheeks and put the wax in between our ass cheeks. And we had these 4 very beautiful girls rip the hair out of our asshole.
See, my assumption of the story was that the other guys were probably saying, no, I would never do it. And you were like, hold my Angry Orchard. and you just...
I was underage. I wasn't drinking at the time. Oh, okay. I was a good boy. But, I mean, I did instigate it. Because a lot of the other dudes were like, oh, come on. And, like, these were my gym bros. And, of course, I'm relatively the same size. And these guys were clowns. They were just walking clowns. And I'm like, dude, you are 100+ pounds more than me in muscle, and you're going to shy out from a little bit of butthole wax? Like, come on, let's do this. And I was the only one that got my whole butthole waxed. But then I had to manually open my cheeks for the rest of the week because there was still wax in my crack. So I would go like poop or sit on the toilet, and I had to like open them manually because my just cheeks were just clapped. Never
This
again.
is the worst thing ever.
It was horrific. Oh, it was super painful. Like power to you ladies. Bikini waxes, like you built
So
different.
I've only ever attempted to wax my leg, and
Hey, don't judge the Angry Orchard. That's my go-to. It's delicious.
And with the exception of
5% alcohol.
with the exception of the hair in my head, the rest of the hair in my body is just like, no, you can pull that wax as much as you want. We're not coming
You're
off this
immune?
leg.
You're immune to wax.
No, it's just holding in.
Super
It's like,
soldier hair.
we're not going anywhere. You're gonna have to go get the clippers if you want to shave this down.
See, much like most of anything else on my body, I only have an excessive amount of anything below my waist.
Mm.
I have a very small upper torso frame,
Huge penis.
but my legs, gigantic. My legs are very large for my size. I have very large legs, where all my power and my weight comes from. You don't get to be 180 with this fucking frame and not have large legs. But same with I'm very hairy from the waist down. My chest, I barely have any chest hair. So
What up?
I'm like a prepubescent teenage boy, and I don't have any chest hair on my right nipple, only my left nipple. It's super weird.
So it's like a furry wink when you take your shirt off.
Pretty much. And like every so often I'll be rubbing my back. Like I have no back hair. I'll be rubbing my back and I will have like 1.5 foot long fucking back hair. But I'm like, the fuck did this come
I thought you were. I'm just sitting there and I'm just rubbing my furry nipple.
Well, yeah, I only rub the furry nipple. It's actually a little worn down.
It's very
my
soothing.
dime-sized nipples that I have.
We've gotten very personal this episode.
Yeah. Although I did realize the other day when I ran cross country, like guys would put Band-Aids on their nipples when we would do distance runs because your nipples chafe. I never had to, and I realized it's because I have very small nipples, like dime size, literal dime size nipples. I have small nipples.
It only happened to me in Germany for some reason.
I remember you talking about it,
and it would like hurt, dude. Like, but I never it's run day, and I would never put the Band-Aids on my nipple.
You never Band-Aided it?
Never, because I would always forget, and then the pain for the next couple days would remind me.
Until you ran again on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
See, I always had the problem that I chafe between my thighs. Because again, large legs. And just there's no thigh gap. I have 0 gaps. And if I go for a long run or a long ruck, 100% I will have some chafing going on. It's extremely uncomfortable. But such is life. How did we get into my butthole? Oh, OnlyFans.
How did we get into my butthole? A lot of coaxing.
Journey to the center of the earth. Journey to the center of Rhodes' butthole.
One of these Twitch hot tub ladies, she's got 9,000 viewers right now.
Actively.
She's
Stone Mountain is a streamer. He's a very good streamer. And he'll average anywhere from 18 to 30,000 for one of his couple hour long Twitch streams. And that's on like one platform. And then Facebook will have like another 18,000. 9,000 that's a good amount. We only reached that number once, and that's when we had a presidential candidate on the fucking show.
So here's her thing. Everyone gets every subscriber gets their name on a floaty. Apparently, she's riding a hot dog right now in the hot tub. For every $10
on it, or she's just sitting on it.
She's sitting. Well, I say riding because she's in the water.
Yeah. No, I knew what you meant, but I was just coercing more information.
So for $10 or 2 subs, you get your fortune told. For $25 or 5 subs,
my fortune told for some fucking hot tub thought.
You get your name on a whiteboard she has behind her. For $50 or 10 subs, she will write your name on her body. And for $500 or 100 subs, she will write your name on her forehead.
What is even the point besides the fact of getting your name on some hoe's forehead?
Yeah, that's a derogatory term. She is just making that money.
Hoe is literally a part of the word thought. But I get in trouble for just taking it out of the acronym. I'm only allowed to call her an H.
Let's see if we get banned off of Twitch.
We 100% will.
This is what's going on right now. I won't play audio. And they're doing their thing. They are making that money.
You do you. There's zero judgment here. Actually, there's only a little bit of judgment. And you want to know why?
Why?
It's because I can't do it.
So we're actively taking
do it because if I was a beautiful enough man, 100%, I would be doing fucking some like not so dirty OnlyFans, Twitch sub shit. And if I was a woman, there wouldn't be a limit of me being beautiful, man, or not. If I was a woman, I could be fat, skinny. I don't give a shit. Men will sub to that shit no matter what.
I would be the worst woman. I would say they're not taking it. If I was a woman, I would say they're not taking it far enough. Make that money.
You would be actively fucking someone off screen on Twitch. Like you wouldn't be able to see your ass half, just your front half, just gyrating through the camera.
Just my forehead bouncing back.
Just your top half, just. That would be your Twitch stream.
Like I saw not too long ago, Bad Bunny, the what you call it?
I've heard of. Yeah.
She was on that fucking talk show, Phil McCrotch. The Cash Me Outside girl.
Oh yes.
Yeah, she made like $1 million in like one day on OnlyFans, and I saw people online like hating on that. Like, dude, if I could make $1 million in one day, I would do whatever the hell I had to do.
Oh yeah, like anyone who can do the hustle to get money, like you do you. There's no like integrity to the craft. For one, it's Twitch and OnlyFans. Let's calm the fuck down. For two, like you fought through, you hustled your way in, and you got it. And I've said for years, like I'm not, I'm an average dude, but I would get paid. I would do some shit to get like a practice NFL team. If you just need a dude to get fucking rocked consistently every day, put me in pads, coach. Give me $1,000 a day.
I'm gonna
because practice team, those guys still make like a couple $100,000 a year.
Yeah, for real.
I will get my shit rocked by a professional NFL player consistently.
I've ruined my Twitch.
Did we get banned?
No, we didn't get banned. But now on my Twitch, it's like
just showing you hot tub thoughts.
Clips we think you'll like.
You clicked on one hot tub thought. And it's just all of them now.
I ruined my Twitch.
Man, I have no problem with people doing the hustle. Like my only reserve is with combat arts, right? Like with the Jake and Logan Paul thing.
Mm.
I understand what the point is, make money. But I do feel like there is a watering down of the art, the respect, the integrity of the art. When you take these people who may just they're good athletes and they're decent fighters, but they should not be fighting the people that they are fighting. Like Floyd Mayweather is going to knock the shit out of Logan Paul here in like 2 months.
Would you say that
it's been confirmed?
Would you say that Mayweather fights for the art or for the money, though?
Oh no, he fights for the money. Like he got very good.
There are real professional boxers that, I mean, come on. It's about that person at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah. Like, so also don't get it twisted. I don't like Floyd Mayweather. I accept the fact that he's a very good boxer, but I think he capitalizes on a lot of loopholes in boxing. Like, which angle he can do. He will bend the fuck over because you can't hit downwards. You can't hit their back. So he will bend over. So you have to reset.
Mm.
and he will clinch every 5 seconds. He did during the McGregor fight. Like
does during every fight.
Yes, he does it all the time. So he capitalizes on the loopholes, and he's also a very good boxer. But he capitalizes on the loopholes rather than the guys who actually box and like use the art form the way it's supposed to be used. And they're like, it's just like in jiu-jitsu, right? With ankle locks. It's a very viable move. People do it, and wrist locks, right? But a lot of people don't jump immediately to wrist locks or ankle locks if they're not an asshole because it's right there. And it's kind of a dick move to do so. Like if your entire move is just this right here, just to bend a wrist. If you can do that in 5 seconds in any match against anyone and immediately win, but you're winning with a bullshit move.
Yeah.
It's like going to a Muay Thai fight with a baseball bat.
I'd watch that fight.
Yeah. It's like going
Can we get Logan Paul in a Muay Thai fight and the Muay Thai actual fighter brings a baseball bat just in case?
There's no... You put Logan Paul against a Muay Thai fighter? Don't even let the dude kick him. Just the Muay Thai fighter's only allowed to punch. Jake Paul's getting his shit rocked. Because he has yet to fight legit fighters. He fought Ben Askren, who is a legit fighter, but he's also dad bod, super out of shape, and he was not a striker. Ben Askren is a grappler, a very good grappler. He's not.
I'd prefer to see him fight Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck? I feel like Ben Affleck would fuck him up. Put him against Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves would actually know it even better. Ashton Kutcher would fuck him up.
What up, man?
Actually, I don't know. They're both grapplers, but either way, like that's my only qualm is when you start reaching. Like Dana White's getting fucking pissed off about it too, because he keeps challenging all these legit fighters, like to things that are outside of their wheelhouse, like legit champion MMA fighters. Like, yeah, come box me, and they're like, they're not boxers. Back the fuck up. Like, stop that. He's like, if you want to fight a boxer, go to your local gym and get your shit rocked by a boxer. Like, do that.
Why? No. He's already got an established name. No matter, I mean, I don't follow this dude, but he's already got an established name.
He does, and that's the only reason why he's able to make money right now. Because he's an established YouTuber, and some people were talking shit, and he's like, fight me, bro, which I respect. And then he won, but granted, that was against another YouTuber.
Like, I could challenge Ben Affleck right now. Nothing's going to happen.
No.
Ben Affleck, you wear your Batman suit. I'll throw together a Superman suit.
No, you just wear George Clooney's Batman suit.
Ooh.
Like, I'll only fight you if I have nipples on my suit.
All right, we need a Batman versus Batman fight here. Ben Affleck, let's get it going. Your people call me because I don't have people.
Yeah, I don't have people. Just call me directly, and if I call your people, they'll yell at me. Like you do the hustle, but there's a certain level. Like when he fights Floyd Mayweather, if Mayweather actually wants to fight him, he's gonna rock his shit. And then if he doesn't, he wants to play around and do his dumb shit that Mayweather does, he's still gonna rock his shit. Because he's fucking Mayweather and he's very good at what he does. But I mean, you don't see him going against actual strikers. Like Mayweather's going to be the first one, and Mayweather's so strategic about it. He's not going to actually take more than actual 2 real hits because money.
Yeah.
You know what? Have Jake Paul fight Mike Tyson. I'll watch that. I'll pay double the pay-per-view for it.
While we're complaining about doing a real fight, Jake Paul right now.
Yes, you're correct. And this is coming from an amateur jiu-jitsu player, like martial artist. Like, I'm not saying I could beat up Jake Paul because I'm not a striker. If me and Jake Paul went to the ground, I would destroy him.
I think
but
you should challenge him.
Jake Paul, he would fuck me in the face.
You should challenge him to a booty hole waxing. You've already been there.
I've already trained for this, although I have a feeling that he may have a little bit more experience than we expect. I think he may have some experience. I'm sure they've done that in the video. They just did dumb shit in the fucking video. But I mean, the prime message is that if you find a hustle,
do it. Do it.
do it. Fuck it. If someone paid me $50,000 to get punched in the face by the Mountain, fuck it. That's $50,000 going to my family because I'm gonna die.
50,000 is too low. I'll take
you're
it.
right. Like 500,000.
I'll take $1 million for some brain damage. Just a slight,
Brain
just
damage, like
like
immediate death. Like immediate death. Like there's no brain damage. You're getting hit by a truck in the face, and then your head's hitting a mat. Like it's not going well. Unless he hits you with a bunch of foam blocks, like you're not surviving. Like I watched a video the other day. It was the British strongman. What's his name? Ed. Fuck.
Ed.
No.
Pork and beans. Ed.
Yeah.
Boom.
No. Nailed it. No. What is his name? He competes with the Mountain. He's just a British guy.
Is he a hill of a man or a mountain as well?
He's also a very large man. Fuck. Okay. Give me a second. Gotta find his name because the dude's awesome for one.
Oh, Ed Pee Touch, something or other.
Eddie Hall. Hall.
Okay.
Eddie Hall's fucking massive. But
Jesus
they did
Christ.
A video. Oh, did you search Eddie Hall?
No, I'm still on Twitch over here, and I just realized that one of them had 85.9 thousand views for a 30-second clip.
Doesn't surprise me. At all. But Eddie Hall, he was training with a buddy, and they were walking past like at the gym, like a boxing ring, and his buddy, who's like my size, was like, "Hey, let's see how hard you can punch me in the stomach." And Eddie Hall is fucking. Let's get the stats on Eddie Hall here. He's 6'3", 362 pounds.
Okay.
He's a little big.
A little big.
Just like a hair, right? Like not too big, but like
we're talking the mountain
really
versus the molehill. Got it.
Yeah, like this is Eddie Hall. Not this one, because that's the actual.
That
mountain.
is the mountain.
That's the mountain. But this is Eddie Hall. Dude's fucking massive. So he puts on. He lets the little dude punch him, and Eddie Hall just stands there because he's 6'3", 300 pounds. Mm-hmm. He just punches him and doesn't even move. And then he puts on a glove and lets the little dude put on a whole abdomen protector. And like bumps it up from 20 to 40 to 60 to 80. Gets up to like 80% punch and just clear clocks him right in the chest. The dude goes off the ground about 10 feet away and lands. And he couldn't breathe. Which is dangerous because that much power to a man's chest can stop their heart.
That man is dead now.
R.I.P. that guy. Fucking, yeah. It was a very large man. Nah, I ain't doing it. Not gonna happen. Like, honestly, you couldn't pay me enough. I don't. Actually, no, I'm taking some big hits. I'll take it. Fuck it. What's a cracked rib cage?
Exactly.
What's a sternum fracture between $1 million? I think it's worth it. I'll take it. But yeah, the thoughts are taking over.
They are. They're as free as a monkey masturbating in public and then swallowing his own. I got you, Grant. We can't show the video.
You, Grant. Let's see you, Grant.
And just a fountain of monkey juice.
Oh, and that golden corral was never open again. It was the worst idea Bob ever had for marketing a golden corral.
Monkey juice, too easy.
You know the chocolate fountain? What about a fountain of monkey jizz? So speaking of large muscular men, me and Rico have recently found the show Young Rock.
Yes.
and it's actually I like it. Like
Super
Rico,
good.
I saw something of it like a long time ago, and the Rico reminded me of it. Messaged me about it, saying that it wasn't bad, and so I immediately binged it. I marathon through it all yesterday.
You bastard! I think I'm a couple episodes like away.
Oh no, blew through it. I was up until midnight, like blazed through it. I thought it was great. Well, I'm all by myself. My kids aren't going to watch anything, so I just went straight through it.
Go play with power outlets. I'm watching Young Rock.
They know not to do that anymore.
It's natural selection.
They figured out it's only 120. They'll be all right.
Yeah. Could be worse. In Germany, what it was like 240?
210.
210.
Yeah.
That'll give you a twitch for a couple days.
Yeah. American plugs, like you feel it just a little bit, but that 210, it's a step up.
A weak sauce American plugs.
But
I have not Ramball, and I'm like I'm full on like VR all of a sudden, man. I'm like,
whoo. You see the Rift behind you there.
Yeah, oh, that's my Quest 2. It's the biggest downfall is that it dies within 2 hours. But I do have a battery pack and a short cable coming to that way I could just route it to the back of the thing. I don't think I can play VR for 8 hours, but that fucker will go 8 hours now.
But it'll go that long.
Oh, my Achilles just give out.
I would like to do VR at some point whenever I'm not fucking broke. But Young Rock, it's a really, really good show. The whole premise is that in 2032 he's running for president, and they're doing a recap to make more relatable to people. And a lot of it are stories that I didn't know. I didn't know The Rock was a part of a wrestling family.
Yeah.
And he played football for University of Miami or University of Florida. Miami.
I don't recall. I think it was Miami.
I think it's University of Miami. And he's had a lot of really cool people in his life. The fact that like as just family friends, Andre the Giant was there. Like as he was growing up to like age 12.
Yeah.
Just he would go chill with Andre the Giant for the fucking day. Like that's dope as shit. Macho Man Randy Savage was just chilling in his grandma's house eating chips.
Like surrounded by like talent, big talent of the 80s.
Yeah, the biggest dudes of wrestling ever. Just surrounded by them. And his dad in his own right. His dad just like it seemed like he just never got like his ticket. Like he had it and he was good, but he just never got like picked.
Yeah. I think he from what I've seen so far, he made choices based on loyalty,
on family. Like he could have capitalized.
He could have screwed over, eventually shit goes south anyway, but he could have made different choices that would have potentially set him up further. But he made family choices.
Yeah.
Can't really fault the guy for that.
No, can't at all. Like, and then what surprised me was the fact that he's a part of a wrestling family, but he doesn't go anywhere near it until later in life. After playing football, and of course they ended the show at that point, but like after football, and then I'm assuming at that point, like he eventually moves into wanting to play football or wrestle.
Yeah, I think that was after. I don't know if they get into it in the show when he fucked up his knee, and then no, it was his shoulder. No, so I did see that episode. I didn't realize he had a shoulder injury.
I also thought it was his knee. I thought he fucked his knee up.
No, it's his knee that takes him out of football completely.
Was that when he finally say hi, Ray Ray?
What's up, Ray Ray?
Was that when he finally made it to the NFL and then he fucked his knee up?
I feel like it was in college, but I could be wrong.
Dude, because okay, so I'm not sure. I don't want to ruin the show, but they do reach the end of that point.
I mean, you can find all this on Wikipedia.
Well, yes, but I'm saying
we're not spoiling anything for anybody.
You're correct. It's like spoiling a documentary, which it is.
A documentary on 9/11. What do you mean those towers went down? And I'm going to hell for that one.
100%. But so it goes to the end of his college career. Like his senior, he graduated. That's the final episode.
Okay.
And they didn't mention him hurting his knee. But then, like, they did ask, "Oh, did you finally get drafted?" And he said, "Oh, that's a story for another time."
Maybe
So-
he did make it.
Well,
Oh, wait a minute.
Didn't he get
go
like
to
the
didn't he go to the Tar
Buccaneers
Heels
or
or some
Raiders
shit?
or something like that? The Tar Heels?
I don't know.
That's
I
not a
don't know.
team. What the fuck are the Tar Heels?
I don't know. Oh wait,
That's
isn't
not
that a college
That's
team?
not a football team. Tar Heels basketball.
I don't know. I'm confusing it.
Now we're googling. Don't.
Yeah,
don't
we're
mind us.
googling. Don't mind us. You want me to put some YouTube thoughts on? some Twitch thoughts while I like this up.
Don't mind us.
So he was in Miami. And
Entered the draft in '95.
okay, so he did go to the draft. I don't know.
It doesn't even say.
I really like the Rock. But as I've said in
Oh, the
our own
Dolphins.
personal chat. Oh, was he in the Dolphins?
I don't know. I just thought no. Dolphins, Miami have very close colors.
Yeah, all the teams
In Miami do.
So yes, The Rock, totally awesome. As I've said in our own personal off-channel chat, though, if he was running for president, I probably wouldn't vote for him. Just like I'm not going to vote for fucking Matthew McConaughey when he runs for governor of Texas.
He was in the Stampeders, a Canadian Football League.
Oh,
So he played Canadian football, and then he got fucked.
yeah, we would have never guessed that.
I know, baby. Don't mind me. I'm just talking to my child. 1 second. Talk about McConaughey. I do have something about that in a second.
What do you got about McConaughey? Oh,
You
in a
talk
second.
about him. Hold on.
So Matthew McConaughey is like super interested in officially running for governor of Texas, and I'm not about it. I'm solo now. YouTube thoughts? No, Twitch thoughts. So it's just totally crazy. That I don't know, man. Ugh. I think if Matthew McConaughey was Arnold like the last good one though. Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I feel like definitely California went down after him, so he was probably the last good one. Oh man. So Matthew McConaughey running for Texas governor. I believe Caitlyn Jenner is running for California governor. Whatever, California, do your thing. And potentially people are fully endorsing the Rock for the future. It's probably just a stunt for this TV show. All right. Jesus, Rhodes.
I'm sorry. Set my child up here. But so
I have
McConaughey is
been
running for governor.
Summer. I have been on quarantine. Actually, I just went back to work the other day, but I've been on quarantine for potential corona. Came back negative. It'd be super awkward though for me to walk over to your house right now and be like, "Hey." I'm also upset at myself that I haven't met your child. One day I will.
Yeah, I'm sure he's great. But my thing about Matthew McConaughey is I sent you a picture of it. I'm listening to his audiobook, which is his it's more like a memoir kind of thing. And he narrates it, which is the only reason why I'm listening to it. Because if it was narrated by someone else, would not listen to it.
Thank you. That's my unofficial little sister.
But it's actually really good. I recommend listening to it.
Mm. I'll listen to a McConaughey book. I won't vote for this guy for Texas governor.
Well, so why not? Do you know anything about his policies?
Nope, not at all. All I know, I know
You wouldn't
nothing.
vote for him at all.
I know nothing but the fact that, of course, he's going to come in super liberal, and
He's Republican.
He's not. He's being endorsed by
Conservative.
the Democrats.
Is he?
Yeah, that was the last story I heard on the old El Paso news. Is that he was being endorsed by the Democrats, which fine. You're part of the problem, Summer. We all know he's hot. We know. Let's see. Matthew McConaughey. Can't spell McConaughey. Can't spell Matthew right now either. Hey. Texas Chainsaw Massacre? No, that would be a thing. Viable candidate. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Rhodes has disappeared. Rhodes, where'd you go? Come back, Rhodes. We can't have a conversation with one person. Rhodes is doing very important things. He's taking care of his daughters while his wife is currently away.
Driving me crazy.
just put a mic
Why
on
is
it.
my child crying? I don't know. You can probably guess better than me.
Let's play Why Is My Child Crying?
The answer is no one fucking knows. No one knows. No one will ever know, actually.
Just give her some sugar. Just like
She's woke up from a nap. She's kind of a whiny little shit when she wakes up from her naps.
just
Don't get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. I love my daughters.
everyone loves their children, but if you can't recognize that children are horrible little people.
Oh, I hate those parents. They're like, oh, they're green, they're awesome. I love my kids. Shut the fuck up, Stephanie. No one cares. We all know you're full of shit, and that's why you drink too much wine.
Candy always helps, guaranteed.
You're not wrong.
Or just a short straw and just lines of sugar. let's go straight.
Baby's learning how to do rails today.
We have never done that on the Underqualified, Never Compensated, and nor do we endorse it. And just in case. And we're back.
No, I wouldn't let my kids snort sugar. Bad for your nose. Cocaine.
Cocaine.
I mean, man.
Super
Gets
bad for
the
your
ghost
nose.
out of your blood. Do you have ghosts in your blood? Do cocaine.
Was that in some sort of Idaho PSA?
There's my wife. You're at Disneyland. Mind your
You're
own
at
fucking
Disney.
business, lady.
Get away from your screen, but leave the show on so we have a view.
Yeah. Leave the show on.
Tell everyone in Disney to put on our show. We're family-friendly entertainment.
You should have been wearing an underqualified shirt while you're at Disney the whole time.
I can't even find mine. I think Cher threw it away on me.
She just hates it.
Oh, thanks, Ray.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not a big fan of it either.
It's not even the right logo anymore.
We are changing the logo, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, there's more to follow on that. If we can ever get Firth away from duty, Jesus, busiest guy in the army.
What are you in the army and shit? I'm in charge of a clinic and I'm vaccinated. I'm not even that busy.
I'm like in charge of like nothing. I don't think I have any soldiers either.
You don't. You're not even in charge of yourself at this fucking point.
I'm not. Yesterday was like the first full day I worked in like months because I switched over from ibuprofen 1,600 a day to Mobic, and yeah, the Mobic is actually helping.
Really, Mobic?
Yeah, Mobic, the mythical
Of
painkiller.
all things, Mobic. Just a slightly stronger ibuprofen.
I mean, but it's like less as bad as 1,600 of
Oh yeah. So when I got my ribs checked out, I only had 500, so I was taking 2,000 or 1,500. I was taking 1,500 milligrams of ibuprofen in like 3 days into it. And I go to sick call, and he's like, "So what are you taking?" I was like, "Ibuprofen." And I knew his reaction, but I really wanted to see what it was going to be because he's kind of like a fresh doctor. And so he's like, "Well, how much ibuprofen are you taking?" I was like, "Oh, about 1,500." And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, 1,500 milligrams.
I don't think she can read, Ashley, but we'll let her know.
She also can't hear you.
I get punched in the face by Logan Paul for a few bucks.
Honestly, if you let me grapple, I will fuck Logan Paul. Is that what I said?
I said what I said. I will.
And the roads never forget. Don't you censor me. Don't you censor me. But yeah, I told him 1,500 milligrams, and he's like, so you really shouldn't be taking more than like 1,200 a day. And I was like, oh, and he's like, how many times are you taking that a day? I was like, 3.
Jesus Christ.
And the look he gave me was like,
aren't you? Wait, you were taking 2,000 3 times a day?
I was taking 1,500 3 times a day.
1,500 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not that much.
Yes, it is.
We take handfuls of 800s like they're fucking Tic Tacs.
But I know to stop at 1,600
a day.
Yeah,
bitch. No, that's fucking weak numbers. This is rookie shit. I've been popping ibuprofen like they're candy for the last 15 years.
I believe your liver's actually somehow worse than mine right now. Just from
no, it's just encoded in like a strong, hard shell of perseverance at this point. And I'm fine. Like I'm okay. But I stopped, and he's like, "So did you take some today?" I was like, "No, it doesn't. It doesn't help." He's like, "You're taking 1,500 3 times a day, and it's not helping." I was like, "No, it's not."
Guess what? It's not that great.
Yeah, like imagine that ibuprofen doesn't fucking do anything.
That is definitely how you get holes in your stomach.
Yeah. So what did he do? He didn't give me any medication.
He didn't give you anything.
He's like, "Would you?" No, he's like, "Would you like some muscle relaxers?" I was like, "Yes," and he didn't give me shit. And he was asking me, he's like, "Do you think muscle relaxers will help?" I was like, "Well, that's why I'm coming to you, doc. You know I'm a medic, but I didn't go to like school."
I can go to it doesn't even matter where I'm at. I go to the clinic with 8 or 9 level of pain, and I get nothing opioid based.
Oh no, not at all. No, Toradol, nothing.
Actually, they offered me Toradol last time, but I had already taken like 1,600 Motrin, and I was like,
You just pocket that shit like a prisoner.
I think I have one. I think I have an emergency Toradol somewhere.
It's in your prison pocket. 1 second. Yes, baby girl.
He
Don't worry about
hasn't
that
changed
over
his
there.
locks.
It's not important.
And he doesn't drink enough water. It's only sweet tea and 40,000 milligrams of Motrin a day.
I actually just crushed the ibuprofen into the sweet tea.
It makes it sweeter.
Yeah, it's a tea bag of ibuprofen, actually. Why is it that children can't like just entertain themselves?
You know, I'm gonna spitball this right now, if you're interested, because I was having a thought the other day. So,
because like when I'm not busy, she'll entertain herself all day. Like I blared through all of the Young Rock. I watched 2 movies today so far.
They're
fun. Yeah, so far they're not bothering me. I actually have to do something where like my attention has to be towards here and like professional. She won't leave me alone. So what's your thought fucking process on this?
No, my thought process, because I'm always thinking new content, is underqualified and overparented dad edition, because there's so many mom blogs and shit like that and mom channels. But there's not enough dad content out there.
Our entire thing just froze, or maybe I just froze. You're correct. I don't see a lot of dad things. Like I listen to one podcast called Grappling Dads, but they don't really talk about like being dads.
I've seen
mostly just talk about grappling. 1 second. What, baby girl? Yeah.
So underqualified,
that is your
overparented dad's edition.
Yeah.
I think There's
Why don't you go over there?
there's some lightning there that we can catch in a bottle, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think so. I mean,
we'll
we
talk
stopped doing
about it.
all the other like cutoffs. So
So, but there hasn't been like anything like. I guess there was a new Lucifer trailer. That trailer looked pretty good. I should have overreacted to that.
what
I
about
don't
the
know.
whiskey? Overproofed. What happened
Yeah,
to
I
overproof? I've been
know.
waiting for you to hit me up.
I know. Lately, though, it's like Wednesday at like 8:00 or something, and I'm like, I'm tired.
I mean, I've been back at Jits and working, so like
Yeah.
I don't really have. And when I am cooking,
Uh,
it's fast and the fucking furious. Because I go and I pick up the girls. I get back at 4:30, 5.
Mm.
I gotta leave at 6:30 to go to the gym.
Mm.
So I have an hour to cook and eat.
right.
So like to set up a camera and do Overcooked alongside that, I don't got the time. I haven't been able to figure it out yet. So
We'll figure it out.
So that kind of died off. I still want to really do it.
Yeah.
They might
so
just
do
wait
I.
until I just remodel my kitchen altogether.
Nice cabinets, by the way. I saw that. That looked good.
Thank you. That was Ashley
I
entirely.
know.
She picked the color. She did it while she was home. I was iffy about it, although I am going to clear coat it.
Mm.
So I like that. I like that sheen of the light and just kind of reflects the light, makes it a little bit more warmer. I think. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, 1 second. Yes, baby girl. Yeah, Ray. I know who those people are. I knew them before you were born.
No, you didn't. That's impossible.
And there's no daddy on it.
It's my family.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's no
It's her family.
daddy on it.
Okay.
She's talking a lot more. Holy shit.
It's my mom.
fucking constantly.
My mommy. Dad.
Constantly. Welcome. This is the Dad Cast. Welcome.
This is
I
Overparented
can't-
Dad Edition.
And-
Last
and
time I saw Ray, which was
the
like,
overparented edition, is us trying to do a podcast with our children in the room.
that sounds
just
great.
to fully let you
We
all
should
know
do
what
that.
the fuck this is about. Like, we're not going to be dads just being like, hey, you can make it. Like, shit's crazy when you're a dad, but
So
you can
good.
make it. We're going to be saying that while parenting at the same time. And then eventually you're just going to hear us. Like, if you ever hear the mic turn off, you know we're saying some shit that we don't want you hearing us say to our kids. Like, if ever you just
The internet is not a safe space. These
like,
mics
no
cut out
good
for a
shit
second,
was said.
man. I will burn your stuffed animals.
I will put you in the kennel.
I told my daughter earlier I was going to throw her over the couch, like because I was holding her in the air, like I'm an airplane or I'm a pterodactyl or I'm a walrus. I'm like, walruses don't fucking fly. I didn't say that, but
I 100% speak to her that way.
It's mine. It's
I
mine.
speak to my daughter the way I want her to speak to other people.
we only speak military.
What are you, a fucking idiot?
It's mine.
Well, just don't fucking fly.
Yes, she's definitely put some points in her Speechcraft perk tree.
She's perked up, man. She's ridiculous.
She only used to speak in like clicks and pops back when I knew her.
As soon as we got here, her speech just elevated. Yes, beautiful. You want to pick up poop? Okay, you go pick up poop. Okay. Just nonstop adorable. And as a parent, you understand that it sucks when your kids are super cute
Mhm.
because they're driving you nuts. You hate them at this point, but they're so goddamn adorable
Yeah.
that you're just like, why? Like, you're a walking contradiction. You want to punch your children and also hug them and protect them from everything.
I think if you don't feel that roller coaster of emotions, you don't really love your children.
I agree.
You have
Well,
to
I mean,
be able to want to punch them and hug them at the same time.
it's
and
the
you
amount
can
of
only pick
care
one now.
that frustrates you, right? It's like the same thing with a marriage. If you don't have that roller coaster emotion with your own spouse of, oh my fucking God, I hate you, to you are single-handedly the most important person to me and I would be lost without you, and you don't do that several times throughout a day, are you really in love?
Here we've gone from needs more hot tub thoughts to the welcome to the dadcast / love support channel.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's all I can say. The biggest attribute you can ever have as a dad, like if anyone ever asks, is just literally just patience. Like there's no greater dad advice besides patience. It's like this. I'll never be like, make sure they eat vegetables or vegan or, don't spank your kids or like, here's a discipline method. It's just fucking patience. That's the biggest thing.
I thought it was sheer unbridled anger. I'm going to change it up today.
Well, no. I say patience is important. I didn't say I had it. I just said it was important.
Super important.
Follow my methods.
Do as I say, not as I do.
No.
Go to the motor pool. Stand by that truck. I'm not coming out there.
Patience. Like I am surprisingly patient with my kids, but there are points where patience goes out the fucking window. Like literally an hour ago when I was trying to put her down for a nap, or maybe 2 hours ago when I was trying to put her down for a nap. I let her go sleep in our bed because I didn't want to fucking fight with her. And what did I end up doing? Fighting with her. She exited the room 5 times in a row, and then finally, like she's just standing in the doorway because she knows she's in trouble, but she doesn't want to lay down. So just standing in the doorway, and I just walk into the room and just pick her up, and toss her onto the bed from about 10, 15 feet away, and then stop, turn around, and go, "Do not get up again." Just knife hand like children, and then walk out the room. Child, I will put you up for adoption.
And then immediately adopt you because I love you so much. Oh.
Yeah. Can you see I'm tired?
On that note, I think we're going to cut it short today. We're not going to go the full hour and a half.
Rambo, that's why you weren't allowed to watch my children.
I wasn't going to put that comment up.
I will. Very Rambo statement.
We hit all of our talking points today except for the meth video thing. I don't think you can apply as much attention to that right now as you wanted to. Maybe we'll do an over.
Play it as a closer. I just play it as a closer. So quick recap: just play it as a closer. We won't discuss it because there's really nothing to discuss. It's just fucking hilarious. I loved it. But book recommendation off Audible this week would be Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. It's actually a really, really good book, and there's a lot of good concepts to it. It's more like principles of life, and it talks about his past shit that he went through, and he's had a very fucking up and down life. Matthew McConaughey is a very complex person, and he reads his own stories amazingly well. Dude's a great actor, great storyteller, great governor. Who fucking knows? But I would recommend listening to the audiobook, not just reading it, because Matthew McConaughey narrates it himself, which makes it so much better.
He's just going to put me to sleep. All right. Time to nap.
It's great. And he talks about that catchphrase in there. He's like, I got it from 3 seconds of screen time, my first movie, my first line I ever said, and it followed me for the last 30 years. But very, very good book. I've enjoyed listening to it so far. Also, some show recommendations. Young Rock. Invincible.
Oh my gosh, we can't spoil it.
No,
for me, I will say
this
real
wasn't
quick.
Too as big as you made it seem to me.
So after I sent that message in our chat, I realized that
you upsold it hard. I thought it was going to be this ridiculous mind bomb, and I was like,
no. So what got me was that it stayed so true to the comic. Like you're.
And I don't know that, so I wouldn't have that same level of excitement.
You're very much seeing just what was on, paper.
Literally just animated comic. That's it.
No, we had to change this or change that. You're seeing it pretty much exactly how it's supposed to be, and that was huge to me.
I agree. I just looked over and it looked like there's popcorn in my daughter play bowl, and I'm like, where the fuck did you get popcorn?
It's plaster.
I think it's actually styrofoam.
Yum.
Don't eat that. Or eat it. You fucking do you. But yeah, Invincible's a great show.
Yeah.
There's some other good shit on. The Nevers on HBO Max. Also not bad. You haven't watched it yet? Have you watched it?
I sat through the first episode.
You didn't like it?
30 minutes of it, and I was like, well, what am I even watching? I don't even know what's going on. It's like,
you don't until
it was just so
great.
Maybe it picks up. That first episode
It's about the same, but it's interesting. I don't mind it. It's not bad.
Okay.
But also, the news. Watch that. From myself and from Rico, we love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe.
I like you as a person.
Play this to go out on.
And now we get sued by cops. That's okay. They got canceled anyway.
Yeah, right? I'm going to sue shit.
All right, good. It's only a minute. Oh, it's a slideshow. You can't hear anything.
I love it when my production value is just fucking on point. It's always perfect. It's like when you try to show someone, you're like, dude, this is awesome. Then like
this is
it
so
either
great
goes forever or it just doesn't quite hit the same. And it's like, yeah, man. Like I loved it. It was great. Why the fuck did you show me that?
You know what? Screw it. When you get the kids down tonight, we'll get together. We'll do an overreacted on it.
An overreacted on cocaine prostitutes?
Yep.
Okay. I like it. That's a good improvise. Rico just he didn't like it, and so he doesn't like my videos that I show on the show.
No, that's a good video. It's just not working.
It never works. That's our secret. It never works. So from myself and from
more importantly, from
Ray Ray. Say hi to all the viewers, Ray. Say hi to all the viewers.
Hi.
What's your name?
Rachel.
Rachel. You're missing a few words, but that's fine.
She changed it. She decided that's what she wanted to. What's going on?
Thank God that's only for production view.
I still don't know what's up with your mic.
I don't know. It's not connected. I know that.
But there's a problem.
Yeah, peek behind the curtain, ladies and gentlemen. I just have this on screen because I'm a douche. That's it. This ain't even on. From myself. From Ray Ray. Say bye, Ray Ray.
Bye.
From Rico.
Bye.
Deuces, people. Love you.